Hey, we're at Logan High tonight for the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Mountain Crest and Logan, an old rivalry rekindled. Yet again, two teams kind of going in different directions. Logan 2-5, Mountain Crest 5-2. Mountain Crest kind of an old school team, right? They like to beat you up. They'll play physical, offensively and defensively, run the ball and really get after you on defense. Logan, again, a young team still trying to find its way. They've been committed to starting fast and better at running the ball. The last few weeks has been their goal, and that's worked. They've run the ball well. They've had good initial drives. They just haven't been able to stack on top of that. Granted, they've been playing some pretty tough teams in Green Canyon and Ridgeline. They've run quite a gauntlet, have the Grizzlies, and sometimes growing up is a little bit hard. Tonight, it'll be a tough one against the Mountain Crest Mustangs, and you'll see it here on the Game of the Week. I had a chance to talk with Coach Nate Butts of the Logan Grizzlies earlier, and when I chatted with him, I mentioned the last couple of games. Well, the last 5 games, a 5-game losing streak, and last week, of course, they just got thumped against the top team in 4A, Ridgeline. I said, how do you keep a young squad from just kind of giving up when they've had a tough stretch like they have? And he said, you know, nobody's getting their eyes down. They're keeping their eyes up and ahead and trying to understand that we are building for the future. And he said, to their credit, none of these kids have cashed in. Neither has any of the coaching staff. He said, belief is through the roof that we can still get better each and every week and really lay a foundation for good things and for Logan to climb back up in the rankings like they have been in the past. Reed Olson is a big part of this Logan team on both sides of the ball. Look for him to maybe play a different role in tonight's game against Mountain Crest.
Say the word base.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Welcome to Logan High School. Eric Wilson along with you as we get underway at Crimson Field, the Mustangs and the Grizzlies in this 4A matchup in Region 11. Mountain Crest with the ball first. They'll go to the air, and a receiver running free at midfield drops the football. Larson intending that one for Clements. He got out of trouble. Looked like he might run the football. He had some running room if he wanted to. Instead, he waits. Clements comes free, gets in between the defenders, and then Clements just drops it. He had to kind of stop and wait for it, allowing the defenders to get there. 2nd and 10. Go to the air first, a team that's really been running the ball well. Arambell, the running back, has been averaging 5.5 yards a carry. They go to the air again on the quick hitter. 18 yards. To Olson. So the Mustangs come out slinging the football. Those silver helmets. That's a new look. 5 men at the line of scrimmage for Logan as they came out trying to stop the run and expecting the run. Mountain Crest stays in the air. Folger with a 9-yard gain. 3 plays, 3 passes. Looking at a 5-man front, they might just keep throwing it until they can loosen it up. Aaron Bell, the running back there with Larson. They give it to him this time, and he's slung down for a loss. It'll be 3rd and 3. Mountain Crest 5-2, 3-1 in region play. They beat Green Canyon 28-14 last week. Aaron Bell, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns, 7 sacks for the Mountain Crest defense against the Wolves. It's an offense averaging 30 points a game, only giving up 13. Back to throw, time running out for Larson. Now he gets outside the pocket. He's near the marker, and I think he got 4 when he needed 3. He picks it up. He had a Grizzly around his ankles. He was able to step out of it and get the first down. In region play, the Mustangs averaging 27.5 points a game and giving up 18.2. They have Ridgeline on the schedule next week. Aaron Bell sticks his foot in the ground, changes direction, picks up 4. Logan hoping that maybe they're overlooking them a little bit, worrying more about a juggernaut in Millville. Ridgeline beating Skyview 56-13 last night. Calling that offense in Millville thrill. They're calling it Thrillville. Mount Crest 5-2, and they want a little something to say about what's going to happen in the region. They run that little screen out to the edge. Logan is there, loss of a yard for Passy. Brings up another 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Logan able to pressure Larson. Last time they were in a 3rd down. Larson able to escape, pick up the first down with his feet. See what the Grizzlies do now. 4 down linemen, they're bringing a linebacker late. He flushes Larson out, got a hold of him, and down he goes. So the Grizz pass rush gets home. It's Austin Birch. And a big sack for the Logan defense. Nine-yard loss. Mountain Crest set to punt. Nearly blocked. The punter goes down, no flag. And then a short punt kicks backward. It ends up being only about a 15-yard punt. 16 yards on the kick. And Logan will take over at their own 40-yard line. 8:30 to play in the first quarter, no score. The Grizzlies offense comes out, led by Easton Favero. 134 of 215 on the season, 62%, 1,387 yards, 10.3 per completion, 11 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. He did not throw one last week against Ridgeline, and they're trying to build on that. The young sophomore throws to Reed Olson. He's their main weapon. He's got 12, 13, 14 yards and a first down. And that's a target that's hard to miss. About 6'6", maybe 6'7". I know he's on Utah State's radar. New Mexico, Oregon State also have offered. BYU and Utah have talked to him. Here's a give to Birch. Birch looking for running room. They've started games well, this offense has. They just haven't been able to continue it as Birch picks up about 3.5. You got Austin Birch, you got Mason Birch for the Grizzlies. 4 wide and Birch in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him again. He's got some room right up the middle. Puts his head down and he stopped just shy of the marker. Picks up 5. He'll be about a ½ yard short. So 3rd down for the Grizzlies. Started this drive at their own 40-yard line. They've moved it 23 yards and trying to keep it going. The clock running, approaching the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. No score. Both teams now have had 1 offensive possession. Here's Birch, right at the sticks. It looks like he's got enough. He needed a ½ yard. He got 1.5 yards. First and 10 for the Grizzlies at the Mountain Crest 35-yard line. As Olson's going to go in motion. They're going to give it to Olson on the little screen out to the side. He had to get up in the air to get it. It was just about plucked away by a defender. Olson picks up 3 on the screen. 2nd down. Now they're running 10 personnel, no tight ends and a running back. They're going to fake that little edge screen throw again and go to Olson again over the middle. 4 yards this time. It'll be 3rd and short. Olson 3 catches, 21 yards. Favero's 3 for 3 on this drive. 3rd and 3. And you're maybe looking at 4 down territory for Logan. Using their passing game almost like a run game. Just a lot of quick hit stuff. Mountain Crest bringing 5. Throwing that out pattern. It's no good out to the edge. Looked like the receiver had a chance at that ball. He couldn't come up with it. We saw that last week, right? But that was on a 4th down that they had one that probably should have been caught. Naylor, we're a long way away. It looked like it was in his hands, but he couldn't come up with it. And Logan going for the long field goal, 44 yards. They're going to fake it. There's a man wide open down the sideline, on the near sideline. I don't think he was in bounds. He stepped out of bounds when he caught it. McAllister was wide open. He was clear over on this near sideline. He was hidden over there. Mountain Crest didn't see him. Favero threw it out for him. Instead of putting it out in front of him, he threw it a little bit high, and McAllister had to go up to get it. When he came down out of bounds. And Coach Butts told me, we're going to pull all of the tricks out of the hat tonight, and there was one of them. And just a missed opportunity. Hand it to Arambell as the Mustangs go back to work offensively. 2 yards for Arambell. That's just kind of how it's gone a little bit for Logan this year. They've just haven't had that play go their way, right? That time it went the other way. You just forget about it and move on, because you've got Mountain Crest chomping at the bit after not a great first possession. It's 3rd and 4 as Arambell picks up 4. This is about where the last Mountain Crest possession ended, and they've got everybody in tight. A little bunch formation on this near side. They're going to pitch it to Aaron Bell, try to get him to the edge, and somebody crashes down. It's Reed Olson who catches him after a yard gain. It's going to be 4th down and 3. See if the Mustangs decide to go for it on 4th and 3 at their own 35-yard line. Fast-moving first quarter. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first. No score. Mountain Crest going for it on 4th and 3. If you're the Grizzlies, you want to make sure your guys don't jump off sides. Mustangs in that bunch formation with their tight splits on their line again. Maybe they're just trying to get Grizzlies to jump. They are. And now Mountain Crest will take a timeout. And looks like we'll bring the punting unit out. 3:34 to play in the first quarter. No score in Logan. Hey, I don't know if you use any of those fast food apps, right? All the fast food places, they've got apps so you can put stuff on. Well, Wendy's has one too, and they've got a great exclusive there. The $5 Big Noon Saucy Deal. 6-piece saucy nugs, fries, and a drink for just $5. Available through the Wendy's app. Wendy's, a Game of the Week sponsor. Short timeout as the Mustangs tried to get Logan to jump off sides, and then called timeout to bring the punt team out on 4th down and 4 at their own 35-yard line. Logan looking like they might come after it. Better kick this time, much better kick this time. This one's going to pin Logan deep. It's inside the 5-yard line as it rolls down to about the 3. There's a flag back at the 45-yard line. Looks like it might be a hold on Logan. Logan's coaching staff was jumping out of their shoes because they felt like the end guy on the line of scrimmage for Mountain Crest had flinched. One of Logan's players looked like he might have come across the line, and the officials just kept their flags in their pockets and let it play out. So the Grizzly offense, which has struggled this year, in region play they've only been scoring 10.5 points a game. On the year they give up, or they score about 16.5. They're going to start at their own 3-yard line against a very aggressive Mountain Crest defense that's got 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage and a linebacker within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. The safety's only playing 8 yards deep. Turn and give it off. A gain of a couple for, it looked like Birch. Mason Birch picking up a couple. It's a thin playbook down here inside the 5-yard line. Favero, 2-by-2 with his receivers. He's going to put the ball in the air. He's looking for a man swinging across the middle. It's McAllister. He's got the first down out at the 15-yard line, a pickup of 10. McAllister catching that with his hands, plucking it out of the air. And it's a first down for the Grizz. Now they're out across the 15 with a little bit of breathing room. And the Mustangs back to a 4-man front. Looking for the quick shot to McAllister again. He's flung down out of bounds at the 21. Ooh. He picks up 5. And Flippins made sure he was down. Favero 5 of 6 for 36 yards in the early going. Handed to Birch. Birch Out to the 35, 36, and right at the marker. First down.
Tackled by Voss. First down, Grizzlies.
The silver helmets for the Mustangs, I asked one of their coaches about it, and he said, yeah, they're a shell. You pop them onto the helmet. So they're regular, those are their regular helmets with this cool shell on them. It's kind of like you've seen Oregon with that look. It is kind of cool under the lights, and it says, I think it says Stangs on the side or something. You can't see them from up here. Here's the give to Birch. He cuts it, starts one way, cuts it back the other, and picks up 8. Under 2 minutes to play now in the first quarter. No score at Logan. As the Grizzlies started this drive inside their own 5-yard line at the 3. Now they're out to the 35. Mountain Crest with 5 up. Looks like they might be bringing somebody off the edge. They are. Give it in to Birch. Birch looking for a couple of yards for that first down. And it looks like they gave him enough for that first down. It's 4 yards for Birch. And they move the sticks again. Birch now averaging about 4 yards a carry. 7 carries, 29 yards. And the Grizzlies mixing it up. Putting it in the air now. Got a man on a little out, about 4 yards for Jensen. And he's brought down decisively. Mountain Crest defensive backs. They tackle nasty. They've been putting the hits on, flippings on this side. Their defensive backs not afraid to hit. They're trying to bring that back at Mountain Crest, always known for their physicality. They're trying to make that a thing again for the Mustangs. A yard for Birch. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5. See if the Grizzlies run a play. There's 15 seconds left in the quarter. I think they'll get the play off. Now they look to the sideline. Maybe not. Yeah, they're just going to come to the sideline. Going to let the quarter run out, and we'll head to the second quarter. No score in Logan. Mountain Crest and the Grizzlies are looking for the first shot of the end zone on the Valley Channel. At the logo shop, they logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. They logo bags for school, laptops, shopping, or business. They'll logo drinkware, coffee cups, mugs, water bottles, thermoses, your electronic items, speakers, power banks, a mouse, flash drives, office supplies like pens, notebooks, sticky notes, blankets and throws, beach blankets, Sherpa blankets, picnic blankets, you name it. They've got it, they'll logo it for you. The Logo Shop, a Game of the Week sponsor. Well, another action tonight in the region. We mentioned last night, Ridgeline defeated Skyview 56-13. Bear River is at Westfield tonight. And Green Canyon with the night off. The Grizzlies looking at 3rd and 5, 3rd and a long 5. They've moved the ball from their own 3 out to the 43. As we start the second quarter, no score at Crimson Field. Pavero looking at a 5-man rush, finds Olsen. Olsen puts his head down out near midfield. And he's got a first down. He needed 5. He got 6. So the Grizzlies move the chains. I've really been impressed with the tackling. Mountain Crest's defensive backs. Pickup made the tackle that time against Olsen. He stuck his head in there, wasn't afraid. And he's lined up on Olsen now. Looks like they're playing more in a zone. They go over the middle on a little quick hitter.
complete to Nate.
4 yards to McAllister. 3 catches, 19 yards for 0.
Second down, Grizzlies.
8 of 9, 50 yards for Favero, as they're just kind of dink and dunk, right? They're trying to keep their young quarterback from having to do too much. Give it to Birch. Birch starts to the outside, cuts it back in, picks up 2. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Come off with Mason Birch. Doing 2 on the play. Left on the offense. Third down, Grizzlies.
Coach Butt's telling me they really wanted to establish the running game. They've done better at it the last couple of weeks. He said, you know, Mount Crest likes to run too. It might be a short ball game. And it was a quick first quarter. Favero, good time. Now it breaks down. He waits a little bit too long as he needs to vacate the pocket. He loses 4 yards, and the reason why he waits a little bit too long is because the Mustangs had jammed up all of the rushing lanes. There was nowhere for him to go. He started one way and then kind of waited for something to come open, and by the time it did, they'd caught up to him. And the Grizzlies will have to punt, but they're able to flip the field position. Now look at this. We told you they're going to do a little bit of everything. Everybody over this way. They're chucking it. McAllister's down there, goes over his head and incomplete.
Incomplete pass intended for Vito. Comfort on defense for Mustangs.
Oh, that was going to Olsen, and Olsen, it wasn't 0, it was 6. I should have known he's so big. Peterson, who's back in the lineup after being hurt last week, put that one out there and just had too much on it. And again, you're at Mountain Crest side of the field, so hey, why don't you try it? So that's 2 trick plays the Grizzlies have dug out of their bag tonight, and both of them have had a chance, but neither one of them have hit. Now they call on their defense again. It's the Mustangs trying to get their offense rolling. They're on the little jet sweep. Now the offense of Mountain Crest looking for the razzle and the dazzle. Incomplete. Because they looked like they were running the little fly sweep. And then they threw it. And we've got the officials from this near sideline. I don't see a flag, and he's coming to the white hat, and they blow it dead. And they're talking about something. Illegal procedure on Mountain Crest, and they ask Coach Butts, do you want it or not? And he's going to back him up, and it'll be first down again. Clements with the throw there. And he had his man just for a second, and then the Grizzly defense recovered. And now the White Hats talking to Coach Visser and telling him what's going on. They're leaving it at second down. It should be first down. Okay, now they've switched the stick. 1st and 15. Reed Olson on the sideline defensively right now and bringing him out and giving him a rest. He's been getting a lot of work offensively. Fake to give to Arambell. Quick throw. Picking up about 12 of that 15, and that was a different quarterback. That was Muir. Let's see, do they bring Larson back in, or is it still Muir? It's Muir again. On the little give on that sweep.
Handoff to number 21, Flippin.
Flippins picks up 4 and a first down. We got Mountain Crest coaches sitting here near us at halftime. I'll see if I can find out what's going on and why you don't have your starting quarterback, Braden Larson, in there. He's thrown for 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions this year. Right now it's Muir in there with Aaron Bell in the backfield, and they're letting him air it out. They're going to fake the sweep, give it to Aaron Bell. Aaron Bell high stepping it through the hole and down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards. Biggest play of the night for the Mustangs. And now the Mountain Crest offense rolling along. Muir with Aaron Bell next to his left hip. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Muir's going to put it in the air. Plenty of time. Now it breaks down. Reed Olson is there. A flag. I wonder if they're going to get him for a face mask. It's about a 1-yard loss is all, and the flag was thrown right at Olson's head as he was laying on top of Muir. No penalties yet on the Grizzlies tonight. 1 on Mountain Crest. It's a face mask and a personal foul face mask. It's going to be half the distance.
Face mask on the Grizzlies.
Take it down to the 10-yard line. And that back judge threw it. Well, it wasn't the back judge. It was the umpire that threw it. He has a good look from where he's standing. So it's 1st and 2. Give it to Aaron Bell. Aaron Bell whipped down after a loss of a yard. This Grizzly defense is giving this Mountain Crest offense some fits. Mountain Crest coming into this game averaging just under 28 points a game in region play, 30 points a game on the season. I mean, they've put up some points. There's been a couple of games where they've struggled. You see that during a season, but for the most part, they know how to put the ball in the end zone. It's 2nd down and 4. Muir looking to the sticks. He's got his man out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 8 yards and a first down as he goes to Olson. 3 for 41 for Olson. First and goal inside the 5-yard line. This drive started at their own 48 after the fake punt. Ball's on the turf. Muir picks it up. Flags everywhere. All right, 1 flag in the backfield. That's still everywhere. It's everywhere right there. Muir able to get on the football. Looks like the penalty is against Mountain Crest. An illegal shift on the Mustangs, and that'll back them up. Back to the 9-yard line. 2nd penalty of the night on Mountain Crest. 2 for 10 on the Mustangs. 7:02 to play in this first half. No score at Logan High School. Mountain Crest 5-2 against the 2-5 Grizzlies. This is a running formation. Turn and give it to Aaron Bell. He's got a fullback. He follows him through the hole. He keeps his legs churning, and he spins down to the 4-yard line. 6-yard run by Aaron Bell. 9 carries, 28 yards for Aaron Bell. So they've kept him bottled up. He's had 1 run of 23. And then 8 for a total of 5. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Same formation. See if they break somebody off and throw to him, or if they just hand it. Give it to the first man through the fullback. Puts his head down to the 2-yard line, a gain of 2. That was to Folger. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal from the 2. Huge down for both of these teams. 6 minutes to play in the first. Mountain Crest wanting to get their offense untracked. Logan wants to keep playing a heck of a defensive game like they've done the whole half. Give it to Arundel. Dragged down short of the goal line. He's at the 1. It's a slugfest down in there tonight. And you got to believe that Mountain Crest is going to go for this. You're at the 1 yard line. Ball's going to be placed just inside the 1. So now it's just big on big. The Mustangs talking about it on the sideline, see if they take a timeout. They took quite a while. Muir heads back in. You'd think they might just quarterback sneak this. Just get up there and go on first sound. Back judge still isn't counting. 10 seconds. Muir is going to hand it off to Arundel into the end zone, standing up. Touchdown. Logan made him work for it, but the Mustangs powered it in on 4th and goal from just inside the 1. Arundel on his 11th carry puts 6 on the board. 30 yards on 11 carries for Arundel. Buste on for the extra point. Buste's kick is up and good. 5:07 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest 7, Logan 0 on the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Oh, you hear this music? Listen, if you know what this song is, that means you're old enough to have been around, or if you're young enough, then that means you got great taste in music. But you're old enough to have been around. It's Barracuda by Heart. And that also means that maybe you're worried about your hearing, right? Because you probably listened to this loud when you were younger. Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology can help you out with that. He offers personalized hearing care tailored for your needs, from evaluations to hearing aid fittings and protection. Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology will help you out with all of your hearing needs today. So the Mustangs finally put the ball in the end zone, and they lead 7-0 with 5:07 to play in the first half. This one's returnable. McAllister comes over, but it's grabbed by the other up back, who's Jensen, who gets it out to about the 19-yard line. Now it looks like they're going to be closer to the 18 where they spot him. And that's where the Grizzlies will take over, now trailing 7-0. Grizzlies ended up beating Hillcrest and North Sanpete to start the season. Since then, they've lost to Timpview, Skyview, Westfield, Green Canyon, and Ridgeline. 4 of those teams are high-scoring and tough ball clubs. Westfield struggled a little bit. They got behind in that one and really felt like that was an opportunity that got away from them as they pick up 2 yards. On first down, Avila with his first carry. Avila, even with Birch coming on, Avila still the leading rusher on this team. 328 yards and a couple of touchdowns. 3 wide to this side. It's Reed Olson inside on that formation. He turns and looks. They go to the other side, and it's caught out there for a first down. Pick up about 12 to McAllister. Handoff on first down, Avila. He had a lane and he had to bounce it outside, but he still picked up about 4. Under 4 minutes to play in the half. Mountain Crest by a touchdown. Turn and give it to Avila again. He's got a head of steam, and he's across midfield. 14 yards for Avila.
Brought down by Vaughn and Hughes for the Mustangs. First down, Grizzlies.
And Logan, again in Mountain Crest territory. This is when their last drive stalled out. It was right here. That one started at the 3-yard line. Fake the give to Avila. Go up top. Receiver was being held. They got him.
Incomplete pass. Intended for Siler Johnson. Second down, Grizzlies.
Pickup just kind of reached out and got a hold of the jersey of the intended receiver, and I mean that's nothing new. DBs do that all the time, right? That's part of it. You're grabbing and clutching when you can, but when the guy gets a little separation and then they can see his jersey stretch, that's when you're going to get that. Try to keep your hands inside, right, and do all that in there. That's a 15-yarder against the Mustangs. Their third penalty of the half. All of them here in this second quarter. Gave it to Avila. This time the Mustang defense bowed up and caught him for a loss.
Second down, Grizzlies.
"13 runs, 11 passes for the Grizzlies as they try to keep things pretty even. Throwing to the sideline is Favero. Did he come up with it? He did. He reached out with his hands and came up with it at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 for Peterson. (10-11), 74 yards for Favero. Favero is just going to throw this one away. I think you got to be careful. He's outside the box, but did that get past the line of scrimmage? He had Reed Olson on that far sideline. But Olson came free after Favero had to chuck it away as the Mustangs did a good job of getting some pressure on him. Give it to Birch. Met in the backfield and put down. A loss of 3. Egbert, the leading tackler for this Mountain Crest team, puts him on his rear end, a loss of 3. Three of 4 on third downs for Logan. And they've got 3rd and long here. Rivero looking to that little slant. That was kind of a hospital ball, man. You had a linebacker coming over. Everybody could have lost their head on that one. And the Grizzlies, I would imagine, are going to kick a field goal, or at least try to kick a field goal here. A 40-yard attempt from this near hash. On 4th and 12. Taylor's kick. Got enough, and it's good. 1:48 to play in the first half. 7-3. Mountain Crest on top of Logan on the game of the week. From humble beginnings to a leader in the fencing industry, discover the journey of Custom Fence as they continue to deliver excellence and innovation in every project. They serve multiple states. They offer versatile fencing solutions for everything from your residential enclosures to high security installation in big areas like airports and even prisons. Visit CustomFence.com for a quote today. Custom Fence, a Game of the Week sponsor. Mountain Crest gets into the end zone to make it 7-0, and Logan responds with a 40-yard field goal by Taylor. It's 7-3 with 1:48 to play here in the first half. In Mountain Crest, that last possession playing without their starting quarterback, Braden Larson. Muir was the quarterback on that last possession. And let's see who comes out. It's going to be Muir again. I'll see if I can find out at the half if Larson's injured or if there's another reason. Larson was 3 of 4 for 16 yards. All in that first quarter. Muir is 2 for 2 for 23 yards. And he engineered a scoring drive on their last possession. This one starts their own 20 with 1:48 to play in the half. Aaron Bell, the lone setback. Muir's going to put it in the air, quickly across the middle. And a gain of about 12 to Flippins. Argyle with the tackle. But it's a first down for the Mustangs. 2 timeouts from Mountain Crest. Muir waiting, looking for a man. He's got somebody. It's Clements inside the 30, on his way to the goal line. Touchdown. 67 yards. Muir's now 4 for 4, 102 yards and a touchdown. And he's come on and sparked this Mountain Crest offense. Kick is up and good by Bust. It's 14-3. Mountain Crest leads Logan with 1:11 to play in the first half on the game of the week. Hey, at Anderson's Seed and Garden, they know that it's October and it feels like August, but the holidays are coming up fast. Get the best holiday decor inspiration in town. Decorated trees, lights, and more. Their Christmas open house sale going on right now. 15% off trees, wreaths, and garlands. 25% off ornaments. 40% off ribbon. And their white Christmas giveaway. Spend $500 or more to enter. If there's 4 inches of snow or more on Christmas Day, your entire purchase can be free. Yeah, visit Anderson Seed and Garden for more information. The Mustangs took over with just over a minute and a half to play in the half, and they only needed about 35 seconds to get into the end zone. 67-yard pitch, catch, and run from Muir to Clements. This one's returned out to the 32. Jensen on the return. The Grizzlies decent field position with 1:04 to play in this half. The Grizzlies will get the ball to start the second half. Reed Olson on the inside and a 3-receiver set on the far side. 1 receiver to this side. They're looking at that receiver going downfield, and he cut off his pattern early. That was Peterson. He sat down and Favero went up top. 10 of 15 now for Favero as he's missed on a couple. in a row here. Favero going up top, he's got a man, and he throws it too far inside. He had Jensen running free, and he threw it up the hash, and Jensen was closer to the sideline. Jensen made his way inside and still couldn't come up with it, and now it's 3rd and 10 with 53 ticks on the clock. And part of your problem now is you're going to give back the ball back. If you don't pick up a first down, you're going to give the ball back to a hot Mountain Crest offense, a offense that's warmed up after struggling early. Mountain Crest gonna rush 5 underneath to Jensen. Jensen looking for a block, racing for that stick. I think he's got there. Oh, they were awfully stingy on their spot. It looked like he went out of bounds right at the stick, and they're gonna mark him a full yard short. Oh, that's a tough spot, and you can hear some of the crowd below us. That looked like he went out right at the sticks. Again, that official was right there, and I'm a long way from it. Did Mountain Crest call timeout? Who called timeout? And if you're Logan, that's kind of a game management that they might want back, because you could run that clock down and then call timeout to talk about it. See if you want to get that first down, but if you go for it now, you've got to get that first down. And look, it's the punting team that's out there. I didn't see who called timeout. It was Logan, and they should have just let it run. But he went out of bounds, so that's a tough spot for him. I would imagine. Oh, now they're bringing everybody up, trying to get Mountain Crest to jump off sides. Now they're going to back out of it again. High snap. Good grab, but having to hurry. It's a short kick. Decent bounce to the 40. It's picked up quickly. And here's a flag, and teammates talking to the guy that picked it up, saying, hey, let it roll a little bit. And then they were kind of talking to him, and the sideline official throws a flag. And this will be too bad if Logan gets penalized for saying something, just kind of cussing about the wrong thing. It's a sideline warning, which that makes sense because there were guys coming off the sideline, and it was Austin Birch, who picked it up a little quick, and he was unhappy with himself, but the ball was kind of kicking back. You can see why he did it. It was kicking back toward Logan's goal line, but not a lot. He picked it up quick, and they would have liked him to let it roll and maybe run a few more ticks off the clock. 34 seconds for this Mountain Crest offense that scored on its last 2 possessions. Arundel stays in to help block. This one nearly picked off by 2 different Grizzlies as Muir, with his first miss of the evening. To that point, he was 5 for 5 for 102 yards. 4 for 4, pardon me, for 102 yards. And the touchdown. .30 seconds to play in the half. 14-3 Mountain Crest. 2nd and 10 at the 41. They run the draw to Arundel. He's grabbed in the backfield, gets away, and picks up 7. His first carry in a minute. And Mountain Crest is going to call a timeout with 21 seconds to play in the first half. 14-3. Mountain Crest with the lead on a mild October night in Cache Valley. KSM Music is a Game of the Week sponsor. They buy, sell, and repair all types of musical instruments, including guitars, basses, drums, horns, woodwinds, and many others. Call or come by for estimates or other information about all of their services, including lessons and rentals. 50 West, 4th North in Logan. KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. So the Mustangs on 3rd down and 3, trying to keep it going. They've scored on their last 2 possessions to jump out to a 14-3 lead. There's 21 ticks on the first half clock. Muir on in relief for Larson. Has engineered 2 scoring drives. Quick hitter right at the sticks. 3 yards and a first down. Goes to Passy. Eight seconds. This may be the last play. Muir's going to try to throw it up. 6 seconds. The clock stopped. That clock stopped. It was 8 seconds when it was snapped, and that play took forever. And now it stops at 6, and then it stopped when Muir went down, and now they get it started. And the Mustangs take a 14-3 lead into the locker room on the Game of the Week.
I want to succeed in athletics, but I also want to succeed in school, and I also want to help my family and my community. And so I think through being balanced and juggling all these things, it leads me to fulfill those wants and then be happier because of it.
You're trying to get the out. In order to have a fulfilling and well-rounded life, you have to do a lot of different things.
She goes to her classes and she does her sports.
I don't really know how she does it. She goes to every day with just a smile on her face.
I think everyone can have a drive, but it's the people that actually choose to feed this hunger are the people that stand out.
Your hunger to win has to be bigger than anybody else's.
If she sets her mind to it, she's going to accomplish it, and I have no doubt about that. Whether it's she needs to drop 3 seconds on her time, she needs to get a better grade on her math test.
Bill is just one of those people who, whenever I see you do anything, you always have this drive.
There's a drive there that comes from wanting to be everything that her mom set in motion in the first 13 years of her life.
My mom was one of my closest friends, so she had such an immense impact and influence on my life that when she died, my whole world was kind of turned around.
She was heartbroken, as you would imagine. She knew she had all these little ones looking to her. She was only 12 years old, but she became the person who was handling it.
I'm trying my best, I guess. It's been hard. She was such a big part of my life, but I'm doing the best I can.
She's a beautiful runner. It's just amazing to watch her run.
She's a tremendous sister, tremendous daughter, caring soul, remarkably proud of Jillian.
She has so much responsibility in her life. It's also amazing that she does it with such humility and grace.
When you lose your mom and your sister, you realize how precious every day is, and you want to make the most of every day. You sort of set high goals for yourself, and you sort of work to achieve them.
Sheer will and, passion and, but to get themselves there quicker than anybody else, to reach down deep, push through that pain, that both mental pain where you just want to stop, you want to give up, and that physical pain where your legs and your muscles are screaming, and just get yourself there.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Welcome back to the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Eric Olson along with you. As Mountain Crest leading 14-3 will kick off to start the second half. The Mustangs, again, if you're just joining us, Braden Larson, their starting quarterback, injured in that first half. He will not return in this ball game. Brady Muir, the sophomore, on in relief, has led 2 touchdown drives. And Logan has moved the ball fairly well, but they haven't been able to get into the end zone. They've got a 40-yard field goal, and that's their scoring. McAllister returns this one up to about the 23-yard line before he is run over by one of the Mustangs. And that's where Logan will take over, trailing by 11. Favero, we saw him against Green Canyon with 4 interceptions. Since then, he's played 6 quarters turnover free. Mountain Crest, bunch of guys up at the line of scrimmage. Avila looking for an opening, and there's not one there. They're going to give him a yard. And I think they're being generous at that, as the Mustang defense was looking for a run. Logan looking a little confused. Avila switches to the other side. Now 3 receivers that far side, 1 to this side. Nobody in the backfield with Favero. He feels the pressure and just has to get rid of it. 3rd down and 9. I think it may have been Huerta in the backfield causing a little trouble. That's a name at Mountain Crest that's made some noise on the football field. Huerta's had a couple of brothers that were outstanding players. Went on to play at the next level. And he's lined up right over the center. Now he steps into the A gap. Number 17, he's going to back off though. 4-man rush. Looking downfield to Jensen. Jensen's just past the sticks. He slides down and it falls incomplete as he couldn't come up with it. 4th down, 3 and out for the Grizzlies. So not the way the Grizzlies wanted to start the second half. You want to set a tone for your team in the second half, and that's not the way to do it. Picking up 1 yard and then having to punt. Mountain Crest scored on 2 of their last 3 possessions, and they'll get the ball back in pretty good field position. This one's going to bounce over the head of the returner. He's going to pick it up and fight his way forward to about the 43-yard line. That's pickup, and that's where the Mustangs will take over, leading 14-3. 10:48 to play here in the 3rd quarter. In the second to the last game, let's see, there's only a couple games left. What is this one? This is number 8. So okay, there's 2 games left still. Mountain Crest only with the 1, and I think they're taking some time off. They did have a penalty against Mountain Crest, so that's going to back them up even further. That was a personal foul call against the Mustangs, their 4th penalty. Logan's been able to avoid the penalty bug denied, only 1 for 10. Mountain Crest now 4 for 40. give on the end around to Bust, and Bust is going to pick up a couple.
No gain to play. Brought down by 30 meters. Second down Mustang.
Bust first carry of the night. Logan's done a pretty good job against the run. Remember, we've talked about Aaron Bell. 800 yards in 7 games. He's averaging over 100 yards a game. He's only got 37 tonight in that first half. Puts his head down, runs over a couple of players on his way to about a 5-yard gain. And I think we've got a penalty. We've got those pink flags. I can't see them. Of course, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. That's, you see college and pro and high school with the pink for that. And yeah, this one's going against Mountain Crest. Holding. That's going to back them up. It'll be 2nd and long. Another penalty on the Mustangs. Muir fakes the give, throws the quick hitter, picks the penalty, some of the penalty yardage back up. 5 yards to Passy. Third and 9 now for Mountain Crest. Two of 5 on 3rd downs. Muir, the sophomore, in trouble. Steps out, then he's brought down for a sack. Logan's 3rd sack of the night and a flag on the near sideline. Now this official down here earlier called a sideline warning. Let's see if he calls another one and gives Mountain Crest a 1st down. That was after the play, the sack by the Grizzlies. And that was a quick flag. I don't know if some of the Grizzly players ran out toward the field or what. It is on Logan. It's a 5-yarder. It's still going to be 4th and 12. So Logan's 3rd sack of the night. They've only had 7 on the season. Peters set to return. Good kick. He's got to go all the way back to his 33. Puts his head down. Pushes forward to the 45, and I think the punter might have been roughed. There's a flag back there. Coach Butts coming off the sideline. That must have happened after I looked away. He kicked it away. There was nobody even close to him. And then I looked to find the ball. So somebody must have hit him way after he kicked it away, but there wasn't even. And the Grizzly sideline's trying to say the ball was tipped. Didn't look like it. Personal foul. That's going to be a 1st down. Oh my goodness. I said earlier the Grizzlies had avoided the penalties. That's going to give Mountain Crest a 1st down on roughing the kicker. So Logan with back-to-back penalties. It was going to be 4th and 17, but because of a penalty, it was 4th and 12, and then they roughed the kicker. And now it's 1st down for Mountain Crest. So the Mustangs say thank you very much for the early Christmas gift. And with Huerta and Aaron Bell in the backfield, Muir trots back on. He's going to hand it to Huerta. Huerta hit, steps through the 1st tackle, picks up a couple. Huerta's 1st carry of the night. Muir's running to the sideline and getting the play and then coming back with it. Clements to the near side, 2 to the far side, and again, Huerta and Arambell in the backfield. Give it to Arambell. Arambell looking for an opening, not much there. Logan's done a good job against the run tonight. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, it looked like Clements may have moved. Just kind of flinched a little bit. And they caught it. It's going to back it up, and it'll be 3rd and 11. So the Mustangs just haven't been able to get into much of an offensive rhythm tonight. They did for a couple of series, ended up scoring, but they haven't been able to maintain it. Grizzlies have played well defensively, and Mountain Crest playing with their backup quarterback after Braden Larson went out with an injury. 3rd and 11. Clements will split wide to this near side. Again, 2 backs in the backfield. They're coming after Muir. Muir's got some running room. He steps up, looking for the marker. He's got it. On 3rd and 11. He picks up 13. Ball at midfield, and the Mustang drive stays alive. Logan had forced him to punt, then they roughed the kicker. And then on 3rd and 11, they let the sophomore quarterback get loose, and he picks up 13 yards. Give it to Huerta. Huerta met right at the line of scrimmage. That was a collision. Reed Olson was in there. I didn't see who else. But that was a big old plastic kiss. Bam. We got a football game going on here at Logan, and now the far sideline official whistles the play dead. This game must be going far too fast, so we're going to have to stop the clock a few more times and discuss whatever we're going to discuss. Not sure what they're talking about. As the White Hats going to send both teams to the sideline. They're going to bring both coaches out, and they're going to have a discussion about something that's going on out there. 6:48 to play in the 3rd quarter, 14-3, Mountain Crest. Hey, remember when bread was made naturally? The Old Grist Mill sure does. Their simple, wholesome bread is made with fresh milled high-protein wheat for rich flavor. You can go on in and try it. Slice anytime you want. Yeah, it's hot usually when you try it. You'll taste the difference. They've been serving Cache Valley since the beginning. Old Grist Mill is Logan's home for quality bread and more. Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor. All right, they're calling both teams together. I don't know if there's some stuff going on out there that they're just wanting to talk about and asking the teams to stop or what. But they talked to both coaches. The officials talked to both coaches at midfield. And then they sent both teams off. Now they've had both teams come and the coaches are talking to him. Coach Butts is really being very animated in his discussion. I have never seen that before. I've been doing these games for 32 years. Played for 4. Doing games for 32. Broadcasting. I've never seen that. Never seen the officials stop play, bring the teams together, have the coaches together, talk to the coaches, and have the coaches talk to the teams. It'll be interesting to see maybe what was going on. I mean, this is a hard-fought ball game. This is, you know, and if there's some extra stuff going on, yeah, you do want to stop that. But you gotta let them play football. Nearly a pick by Peters, and he had nothing but green in front of him. Peters unhappy with himself on that one. It's a Muir with only his second incomplete pass of the evening. 3rd and 9. Three sacks tonight by the Logan defense. See if they come after Muir again. They've got a linebacker up in the A gap. Now he's going to scoot over, and they're going to send 4. Quick little screen out to Clements. Clements doesn't have much. He gets back to the line of scrimmage before he is snowed under. Logan comes up with the football and says it's theirs. The officials say nope, 4th down. Clements had to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it looked like the ball got ripped out of his arm as he was spun down. Logan was sure they had come up with it, but it looked like he had kind of lost it as he had hit the ground. Logan's come after the punter tonight, and they roughed him the last time out. And they look like they might come after him again. They are, and this time they don't run into him. That punt's going to die at about the 15-yard line, which is where Logan will take over, trailing 14-3. 5:12 to play in this 3rd quarter. Kind of a slow-moving 3rd quarter. And now the clock's running. It was 5:12 when they downed it, and it ran all the way down to 5:01. Give it to Birch, and the Mustangs are there for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11. Olsen hasn't caught a pass since the 1st quarter. He caught 4 passes in the 1st quarter. Now they roll his way. They're going to throw back the other way, and nobody's home. Birch fell down. He had blockers out in front of him, and I didn't see what happened, but Birch, the guy that was supposed to catch it, was laying on the ground. Never got up to where he was supposed to be, and now it's 3rd and 11. Logan moved the ball offensively pretty well in that 1st half, and this is their 2nd possession of this half, and they've struggled. A lot of that might have something to do with the Mountain Crest defense. Throwing it inside, the receiver is there, and so is the defensive back, but they're going to get pickup for the flag. Pickup was there just a little bit early. It looked like he got there just as the ball did, but he must have had his hands on him early. Is there more than one official that threw the flag?
And that penalty is sponsored by Christian Red Realty.
And so that's going to give the Grizzlies a 1st down. Mountain Crest with another penalty. 7 now on the Mustangs. 4 of 7 on 3rd downs. That by penalty for Logan on 1st down here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it for Birch.
No gain on the play, second down region.
2nd and 10. Birch had 32 yards at the half, 29 yards at the half. He's got 28 now. And another flag. This is the first quarter. We didn't have any flags. And that one's going to be offsides on Mountain Crest. That's 8 now on Mountain Crest. 3 on Logan, so there's been 11 penalties in the last quarter and just over a half. It's slowed this game down. No semblance of any rhythm for either one of these offenses right now. 2nd and 5. Favero looking for that out to Olsen. He's spun down after a first down. Olsen with his first catch since the first quarter. Favero with his first completion of the half. Pickup still talking to this official on this side. He was the one that was called for being offsides. He's playing press coverage. Maybe just a little bit too close, and he checks with the official this time. Give it to Avila. Starts one way, cuts back the other. The Mustangs are there. They put him down after no gain. 44 yards rushing for Logan. That's what they had at the half. 4 carries for 0 yards in this second half for the Grizzlies on the ground. 3 minutes to play in this third quarter. 14-3 Mountain Crest. Mustangs looking like they're bringing the blitz. They are. Throwing quickly to the inside is Favero. He's got a first down. And a gain of 16 to Covington.
And that's another Tommy Island first down.
(13 of 22 for 95 yards. Is Favero's line. And the ball at the Mountain Crest 45. Favero's got the little swing to Avila. Avila catches it, has the first down, picks up about 12. They're going to give him 11 where he stepped out.
And that's another Tommy Island first down.
Avila with his first reception of the night. And the Grizzlies on the move again. Only 3 points to show for it. They've moved the ball at times tonight. The Mustang defense trying to turn them away. Here's that quick out to Olsen. Olsen steps forward for about 9. Six for 41 for Olsen now. Give it to Avila. Avila. He had a hole up inside, and he didn't cut it in until the Mountain Crest defense was there. He just didn't see it. But he picked up a first down. He only needed 1. He got 3. And he had a big hole. First and 10 for the Grizzlies. As Favero looks to the sideline. 100 seconds to play in this third period. Mustangs flip-flopping defenders. Favero looking to throw. He's going for the back pylons. Got a man, and it's knocked away at the last second by the Mountain Crest defender. He got beat initially, and then he got on his horse to get back there and knock it away. Was it Garfias, number 6? For the Mustangs, it was. Because that was a sure touchdown. It's a pretty good throw by Favero. Just a better play by the DB. They run the screen to Birch. Birch has blockers. Birch has a first down. He's inside the 10. 15 yards, first and goal for the Grizzlies. First catch of the night for Birch. First and goal at the 7-yard line. Mountain Crest running on a defender late. Looking for the end zone for Olson. He's there. Touchdown. Seven catches, 48 yards, and a touchdown for Olson. (16 of 27 for 137 and a touchdown for Favero. And the Grizzlies are going to go for 2. Try to get within a field goal. Throw it into Olson, but he's behind him. He was just trying to throw the jump ball for the big number 6. Throws it a little bit behind him, so the score remains 14-9. Mountain Crest still on top. They'll have the ball when we come back on the Game of the Week. Get your pizza fix at the Factory Pizzeria in Logan. Enjoy daily specials on their famous hand-tossed pizzas. Swing by for their Monday special. Buy a large 3-topping pizza and get free small nachos, or stop in for $5 Wednesdays and $5 nachos and $5 wings. And don't forget, at the Factory Pizzeria, if you got a party or something coming up, you need some catering, they do it. 6-foot sandwiches, pizza, salad trays, and more available for catering at the Factory Pizzeria, a Game of the Week sponsor. 1:06 to play in this third period. It was a fast-moving first half. This third period has been a little slower. There have been a lot of flags. But the Grizzlies find the end zone. And they trail by 5. The Mustangs looking at a big return by Clements. Clements is going to give Mountain Crest pretty good field position as he gets out to the 35-yard line. Well, for Favero, that's his first touchdown pass in a couple of games. I'm sure he felt good about that. Bear River at the half was leading Westfield 31-0. Spanish Fork and Provo, a big 4A matchup. Spanish Fork number 2 in the RPI and in the Deseret News poll, and they lead 28-19 over Provo. Provo, a pretty good ball club as well. 3 yards for Aaron Bell. Logan's done a good job against the run tonight, against a good running team. I mean, you got a running back that's averaging, he's got 800 yards in. Coming into this game, he had 803 yards in 7 games. So my math says that's more than 100 yards a game. And they've held him tonight to 40 yards, 41. Flag in the backfield with 19 seconds to play in the third quarter. His procedure on Mountain Crest. 5, 10, 15, 30, 40, 70, 80 yards of penalties on Mountain Crest. That's the 9th penalty on the Mustangs. Again, all those penalties called in the second and third quarter. Neither team had a first quarter penalty. 2nd and 12. Mountain Crest on their backup quarterback. Muir is a sophomore. Braden Larson injured in the first half. They run the little delay to Aaron Bell. Look out! Aaron Bell clear to midfield. 17 yards, and that's the end of the third quarter. It ends on a big run for Aaron Bell from Mountain Crest. And the Mustangs head to the fourth leading by 5 points and looking to make this a 2-score ball game on the game of the week. Hey, Wendy's has some great breakfast specials. Their new breakfast, 2 for $3 biggie bundles, but don't forget about their breakfast burrito. And as they say at Wendy's, not to brag, but Wendy's breakfast burrito eats other burritos for breakfast. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, and your choice of crispy bacon or grilled sausage, all rolled into a warm tortilla. It is that good. The Wendy's breakfast burrito, available at Wendy's of Logan. I asked Coach Butts about the region now that he's had a chance to play just about everybody, and he said, you know, I think the top of this region, Ridgeline, Mountain Crest, Green Canyon, Skyview, obviously Ridgeline, but he said those other three, he said they can all make noise. He really feels like Region 11 will be very well represented in the playoffs, and they are coming up in a couple of weeks. Muir looking to throw, time running out, he's got an opening. He's across the 40 or the 46 to the 45. He picks up 4. One of the linemen a little slow getting up from Mountain Crest. Four carries for 9 yards for Muir. 2 of those carries were sacks. They go in the running column in high school for the stats there. 2nd down and 6. Mountain Crest looking to put a little distance between them and the Grizzlies. Here's Aaron Bell. Maybe he's getting something going now. His last 2 runs have been significant. 8 yards on that one. And now he's up to 64 on the night. Check that, 66. 16 yards, 16 carries, 66 yards. Two backs in the backfield with Muir. A receiver split to each side and one in the slot. Muir hands it off and a gain of 8 for Folger. His 2nd carry of the night, 10 yards total. Mountain Crest now just methodically working her way down the field. Folger's going to head to the sideline. He's got a hitch in his giddy up. 10:25 to play in the ball game. 14-9, a low-scoring affair. Mountain Crest with the 5-point lead. Give to Huerta. Huerta down to the 25, stays on his feet, picks up the 1st down as he picks up 7. He's got 10 yards on 3 carries. All of his carries here in this 2nd half. For the Mustangs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players have carried the football. Clements is split wide to the left. Give it off to Aaron Bell. Aaron Bell. Look out, Aaron Bell making the house call. 24 yards and a touchdown. 17 carries, 90 yards for numero uno. He's picked up $60 yards on his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carries. PAT's no good. There was trouble getting the ball set. 20-9. Mountain Crest leading Logan by 11 with 9:47 to play in the ball game. Discover the garden of your dreams at Anderson Seed and Garden in Logan. They've got expert advice, a wide selection of everything you need to make your garden thrive. They got their Christmas open house sale going on right now. A Game of the Week sponsor, Anderson Seed and Garden. I'm going to go back and look at the numbers for Arundel, make sure we're adding them up here right. Because math on the air is, well, you know, it's compelling is what it is. Yeah, 90 yards on 17 carries. His 60 yards over his last 11 carries. Or his last 6 carries. We talked about how Logan had done a good job of keeping him hemmed in. He got loose there on that drive. 17 yards, 8 yards, 24 yards. Mount Crest set to kick off. With 9:47 left to play in the ball game, Logan will get it back. The opportunities, though, are dwindling for the Grizzlies as they trail by 2 scores. This one's returnable, taken at the 1-yard line. Jensen works to the far side, and he's snowed under at the 25-yard line. Mount Crest losing their starting quarterback to an injury in that first half, and talking to some people that were down there, they said, boy, that sideline was deflated. Muir came in and led them to a couple of touchdown drives, and then they just put another one on the board. So they're trying to play through that, and Logan trying to keep it going. Was that a catch? No. Went through the hands of Covington. It's 2nd and 10. Cavero's done a good job taking care of the football tonight. Coach Butt's telling me that's something they've worked with him on and that they've been encouraged by his decision making and how it's coming along. Again, work in progress for the sophomore. Making the right reads and the right decisions. Here comes some pressure. He gets it out to big Reed Olson, number 6, still on his feet, finally taken down after a gain of 12. 8 catches, 60 yards for Olson. Olson's been offered by New Mexico, Utah State, Oregon State. BYU and Utah have talked to him. They like him as a lineman, like a tackle. They get it out to Jensen, and he can't come up with it. It was behind him. He had to turn around. It's on his back shoulder, or back hip, instead of out in front of him. And that's the 30th attempt of the night for Favero. He's 19 of 30, 149 yards and a touchdown. I think the best night I've seen from him. And he's missed on a couple of throws. Again, you know by the time this kid's a senior, his dad's Mike Favero, so you know he's got football in the blood. As he grows, I mean, he could turn into a real problem for opposing defenses. 6 yards on that carry for Logan. And it's 3rd down for the Grizzlies. Mountain Crest wanting to squash any sort of a drive here and get the ball back and see if they can put this game away. Throw it to Reed Olson. Reed Olson fights his way for a 1st down. He's just so big. That's 9 catches now for Olson, 65 yards. They've moved him around. They've played him like a halfback spot. That's kind of where he is now. They put him out, split him wide. Now he's going to come down kind of wham block, try to kick in, but I think he's tired. He didn't have a lot of pep in his step on that one. And they've seen him we've seen them rest him on defense a series or two. He leads his team in sacks with 4. 2nd and 8. Oh, a big collision. Oh my goodness. Covington can't hold on to it. We say hospital ball. That one was a hospital ball for sure. Run him right into that safety. Third and 8. 8:12 to play in the ball game, and the Grizzlies at the Mountain Crest 49. I would imagine it's 4-down territory, trailing by 11. Throwing the screen, it's set up. Avila's got blocks. Avila turns the corner inside the 40 before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A pickup of 12 on 3rd down. This Mountain Crest defense is very aggressive, and they used it against them that time, getting everything going one way and then throwing it back for the screen. Covington in motion. They're going to hand it to him. Looking for the edge. He's got it. Tripped up. He looked like he had some big yards. Egbert tripped him up after a gain of 6. That one had a chance to go to the house. Olsen, the lone receiver, to the right side. See if they look his way. Avila in the backfield. They're going to give it to him. Avila trying to get to the edge. Then he turns it up inside. Here's a flag. Probably a hold. That's a 1st down run for Avila. And it is going to be a hold. Logan's had a pretty good luck with the flags tonight. That's only going to be their 4th penalty, but they've come at inopportune times. Instead of a 1st down, that's going to back them up. They had one on a punt, on a roughing the kicker that gave the ball back to Mountain Crest. They've stayed away from penalties for the most part. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. Instead of 1st and 10 at the 22 of Mountain Crest, it's 2nd and 10 at the 38. Favero throwing the comeback, and he puts it right on McAllister. And they pick up 8. McAllister now with 5 catches, 39 yards. Olsen will go in motion. They're going to run up in behind him with Avila. This one's going to depend on the spot. It's 3rd down. It's close. I think they're going to say he's just a little bit short. Man, that is close. If I'm Nate Butts, I'm asking for a measurement. They needed to get to the 28. The ball's nose up on the 28. And they're going to measure this one. 6:57 to play in this ball game. Logan driving. They trail by 11. So if they can put the ball in the end zone, I obviously would go for 2. Then they'd have to still get the ball back. Mountain Crest seemed like they had that running game going on that last possession. The Mustangs, I'm sure, would see if they could grind it out. Just stomp this game away. The big old anaconda, choke them out. I mean, if that's short, it's short by 1 link of the chain, and that's what the official says. Logan's all looking at it saying 1st down, and I'm looking at it from here. Again, I'm way farther away, and that is so close. The official got down there and put his hands down to see how close it was. I mean, it is inches, 4th and inches. And you have to just put your quarterback up under center and sneak this, right? That's when you take pick number 6 and put him up under center and sneak it. And they are in the spread. On 4th and inches. Oh my. So instead of getting up under center and just trying to run a sneak, now they're going to. Here they go, everybody in tight. Give it to Favero. I mean, he needed inches. And that's all he got was inches. His Mountain Crest was there to shut every door. But Logan got just enough of a push to get a first down. Covington, McAllister, and Olsen to the far side. Peters to this side. Avila in the backfield. Favero throwing it inside into traffic. Olsen's got it. He picks up 4. Olsen 6.9 per catch, 69 yards, 10 catches. Clock runs with 6:15 to play in the ball game. Ball snap, Favero wasn't ready and he has to just get on it. He wasn't even looking, it hit him in the leg. And it's a loss of 11. Disaster for Logan as they had something going. It's going to be 3rd down and 17. They'd been going on a pretty quick count, but that time Favero and Avila were talking, and it was snapped before he was ready. Favero throwing it underneath to Avila. He's inside the 30 to the 29. It's going to be 4th down. Got a gain of 7. But that snap, when Favero wasn't ready for it, just was threatened to kill this drive. It's now 4th and 12. Or a long 11, if you like glass half full. 4:55 to play. Mountain Crest bringing 4. Favero in trouble. Stays alive, finds Reed Olsen. First down into the Mountain Crest 9-yard line. 19 yards on 4th and long. $11 for 88 for Olsen now. Throw it to him again. He gets to the pylon. Touchdown. 12 catches, 98 yards, and a tutty for Reed Olsen. (15) 25 of 37, 214 and 2 touchdowns for Favero, having his best night in a minute. And Logan's going to go for 2, try to get this within the 3 points. See if they go to big number 6 again. Covington in motion, everybody on that far side. Throw it back the other way, and Avila was being grabbed by one of the defenders. They could see the screen coming, and Mountain Crest makes the play when they need to keep it a 5-point ball game, 20-15. Logan won't go away, 4:30 to play on the game of the week. You know, with the right branded products, you're not just top of mind, you're part of the adventure. Boost your brand image, connect and communicate with fans, prospects, and customers for lasting impact by going to the Logo Shop. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. Well, Coach Nate Butts is trying to build something here at Logan. And this is their best outing in weeks. Mountain Crest playing without their starting quarterback, and that really kind of put them back on their heels for a minute. And they were able to kind of get their bearings, and they've been able to control this game, but not run away from the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies keep putting the pressure on them. Mountain Crest with a chance to get the ball back now and see if they can put this ball game away with 4:30 to play. They're going to kick this away instead of onside. It's going to stay in the field of play. And Clements just has to go back and get it, and he just dives on it instead of trying to pick it up or anything. Just make sure that they possess the football, and the ball's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. They're going to place it at the 3. It's a big drive for Mountain Crest, right? See if they can come out and impose their will again on a Logan defense that's made them work for every yard tonight. Hand it to Aaron Bell. Aaron Bell, who's gotten going here late in this ball game, picks up 3. I mean, we were just talking about how, boy, they've kept him under wraps. He's only got 41 yards. And then 4 carries later, he's at 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now he's at 93. And the Mustangs in no hurry as they lead 20-15. Back judge gives the 10-second signal. Muir hands it off to Aaron Bell. He follows Huerta. He's got some room around that far side. He's hit just as he's picking up a head of steam. It's going to be 3rd and 1. And Aaron Bell at 99 yards. Coming into this game, averaging 114 yards per game. And now we've got one of the Grizzlies down on the field. He's got a cramp, and they're trying to stretch it out. 3:19 to play in the ball game. Mountain Crest trying to put it away. They've got 3rd and 1 when we come back. Best deals and service in the Valley on band and orchestra rentals are at KSM Music. They offer the first month free, no commitment, return or exchange anytime. Repairs are included in the rental, and they have quality name brands. When new semester comes up, your student gets into that music class, they have to rent an instrument. See KSM Music for that rental. Boy, they measured it and gave Mountain Crest a first down while we were at the break. So Aaron Bell picked up 7. He's right at 100 yards on 19 carries. He's gotten stronger as this game's gone on. He's a tough runner. And if their quarterback is out for any length of time, Larson, they're going to really lean on him. They've got a fullback, and they're going to hand it to Aaron Bell. He's going to pick up a couple. Logan's probably going to have to start using their timeouts. They've got 3 timeouts left, 2:37 to play in the ball game, and Logan uses their first timeout. It's 2nd down and 7. It's the Grizzlies trying to preserve some time and see if they can get the ball back. 20-15, 2:37 to play on the game of the week. Hey, you know what's delicious at Wendy's besides everything? One thing that's really delicious is their saucy nugs. Yeah, devour them for yourself. You'll soon discover how flavor-packed, lip-smacking, ridiculously saucy these nugs really are. Big, bold flavor, spicy, sweet, savory, saucy. They're all the things. You can get a 4, 6, 10, and 20 piece right now. Saucy Nuggets or Saucy Nugs at Wendy's. Game of the Week sponsor, don't forget. Digital special, $5 Big Noon Saucy Deal. 6-piece Saucy Nugs, fries, and a drink for just $5. Get the Wendy's app for that deal. 2nd and 7. Muir up under center. Hand it to Aaron Bell. Aaron Bell runs into a pile, picks up a couple, and another quick timeout by Logan. 3rd and 5 coming up. Logan will use their timeouts and try to get the ball back. They trail by 5 with 2:34 remaining. You know, I was talking to Coach Butts about this team, and they talked about better starts, and the last 2 games their team, Logan's gotten better starts. They just haven't been able to keep it up. He said, you know, we've made adjustments in practice to start practice faster, to get them used to starting faster. And he said, you know, the one thing is that execution can be coached, effort is on the players. If we watch this game tonight, I would say the effort is there and the execution has been better tonight for Logan. Mountain Crest, I'm sure thinking about Ridgeline coming up next week. Ridgeline, Logan used to be Mountain Crest's big rival, and that's turned into Ridgeline now. And now playing with a sophomore quarterback after their starting quarterback's gotten hurt, but they lead 20-15, and they're a first down away from maybe putting this game away. Muir gets it to his receiver. It's a first down. 10 yards on 3rd and 5. And that may be the backbreaker for Logan. 8 of 10, 120 yards and a touchdown for Muir. That was Folger with the big grab, 2 for 19. And that might have been his biggest, or the biggest catch of the night for Mountain Crest, because now they'll have a chance to put it away. There's Logan running out of timeouts. They'll take one here. With 2:29 to play and a 5-point deficit for the Grizzlies. Not have a score update on that Bear River game, but they had that game in hand. It was 31-0 over Westfield at the half. Give it to Aaron Bell. It's Mountain Crest now just trying to finish off the Grizzlies. 5 yards for Aaron Bell and first down. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. I think this is my 32nd year. And I remember doing a game here when I was working for the radio station, calling games for Mountain Crest. Back when Dan Cox was still coaching them, they were playing Logan, and both teams very good at the time. It was rain, muddy and nasty. And the Mustangs were holding on to a slim lead, and then they had about an 8-minute drive in the 4th quarter to put that ball game away. And Mountain Crest doesn't need to drive that long, as Logan's out of timeouts and the clock runs with 1:38, and it's 3rd and 4, but Aaron Bell's up to 110 yards on 23 carries. Mountain Crest will keep it on the ground, I'm sure, here. If they don't pick up the first down, well, they'll be able to still run the clock way down before they have to punt it away. We'll see if they take a timeout or they run it all the way down. Watching for that back judge, and he starts his 5-second countdown. Give it inside. Logan's ready for it. A 1-yard gain, and it's 4th and 3.
And after their play, making the play, brought down by Reed Olson, fourth down Mustang.
Reed Olson, who's had a huge game offensively, was there to make the stop. Olson 98 yards and a touchdown on 12 receptions. And Mountain Crest will just let this run all the way down. They'll take a timeout. They may even take the penalty. We'll see how far they can run it down. Before it stops. Logan will have a chance. All right, they're going to be able to run this down to about 15 seconds. And that's where they call the timeout with 15 seconds to play. Clock's still running. 20 to 15. Mountain Crest 15 seconds away from their 6th win of the season. Next week, the Mustangs play Ridgeline, and then they're done until the playoffs. Logan is at Cedar next week, and then Bear River in that short week. So a couple of games left for them, and then, of course, next week we've got that Ridgeline Mountain Crest game, and then the week after, Skyview at Green Canyon. 16 seconds, what they put on the clock. Logan trailing by 5. They don't quite need a miracle, but they need, well, they need some divine intervention. Mountain Crest setting up to punt. High snap, and that divine intervention is in play. Logan recovers it on the 5-yard line, the 6. Oh my goodness, 10 seconds on the clock. The snap on the punt goes over the head of the punter. We said they didn't really need, maybe not a miracle, but at least divine intervention, and somebody listening up there put, I don't know where the football gods live, in the end zones, I guess. But the ball goes over the head of the Mountain Crest punter. It ends up on the 6-yard line. Logan, with 10 seconds to play, has a chance. Oh my goodness. You can't make this up. Reed Olson has been unstoppable tonight for the Grizzlies. You've got to think that they're going to throw jump ball for big number 6. I mean, you see if you can get him matched up out at the edge or something and just throw the jump ball for him. We'll find out soon enough. I don't know what's taken so long, why they don't have these teams out here. Logan came up with it, but everybody was down. All the players were down on the ground. Logan was trying to say that they got it, advanced it for a touchdown. But, everybody was on the ground. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for the Grizzlies. Can they pull it off? Trailing by 5 with 10 seconds left. Reed Olson is all alone on the far side. They got 2 defenders over there. They're not even looking at him. Throw it inside. It's incomplete. DB Bust got there maybe a little bit early. I think, and it doesn't really matter. I think if you're a Mountain Crest defender, you go ahead and you interfere with the guy, right? If it looks like he's going to catch it or whatever, you interfere with that guy because it's going to be half the distance to the goal, and that's better than a touchdown. So now they're going to put 2 receivers over on the far side. They got 3 defenders. They're going to double team Reed Olson. They're looking inside, right at the 1, and it's short. No time on the clock. Did that play take 5 seconds? I don't know that it did. There's no time on the clock. The ball is inside the 1. The officials are going to talk about it. That was a quick throw to take up 5 seconds. And they say that's the ball game. Logan comes up a foot short. Clock trouble all night here at Logan. And they'll be talking about this one for a while. Mountain Crest makes the play when they need to. And a wild ending on the game of the week. The Mustangs win 20-15. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel. The game of the week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. KSM means music. Music is all we do. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.